It's abject, absolute racism. It's total.
Times Athlete of the Year, Honda Player of the Year, WNBA Rookie of the Year. Caitlin Clark's trophy shelf is stacked, but guess what?
Why? Because she's white.
She didn't credit her family, boyfriend, or even her fans for her success. Nope, Clark pointed to her white privilege as part of the reason for her rise. Yes, you heard that right, and it's got everyone talking. Stay with us as we break down the drama that's got social media in flames. What exactly did Clark say about race and black players in the WNBA? Why is Megyn Kelly coming for her on X? And of course, Sheryl Swoop's remarks about Clark. Does she ever rest? No? And oh, the tea on her rumored rivalry with Angel Reese? Clark didn't hold back on that either. Oh, and did we mention her plans for the future? This story has it all. Hit play, because you don't want to miss the full scoop on the Caitlin Clark controversy taking over the sports world. Caitlin Clark, star of the Indiana Fever, was named Time Magazine's 2024 Athlete of the Year on December 10th. But it's her candid remarks about race and privilege in the WNBA that have set off a firestorm of reactions. In an accompanying interview, Clark didn't shy away from acknowledging the foundational role black players have played in building the league. Her honesty has earned her both applause and sharp criticism, making her the center of a heated cultural debate. I want to say I've earned every single thing, but as a white person, there is privilege, Clark told Time. A lot of those players in the league that have been really good have been black players. This league has kind of been built on them. The more we can appreciate that, highlight that, talk about that, and then continue to have brands and companies invest in those players that have made this league incredible, I think it's very important. Caitlin Clark has proven to be a master marketer of her own brand, and much of her success isn't just about her skills on the court, it's about how she's expertly positioned herself off the court too. With her massive rise in popularity and influence, Clark understands the power of storytelling and how to engage her audience. She's not just a basketball player, she's a personality, a cultural figure, and a symbol of success in women's basketball. Her understanding of the media and public relations allows her to sway the masses, whether it's through polarizing statements or making sure she's seen as authentic and introspective. In a time when brands and athletes are increasingly being held accountable for how they engage with societal issues, Clark is savvy enough to know that speaking up can not only align her with important causes, but also boost her personal brand. Nevertheless, her remarks were bold, but they didn't sit well with everyone. Former Fox News host Megyn Kelly took to X to lambast Clark, accusing her of apologizing for being white. Kelly's scathing post labeled Clark's comments as self-flagellation and condescending, sparking yet another wave of debate over privilege, race, and representation in sports.
I said, I feel like one of my best skills is just blocking things out.
Clark, however, has shown she's unfazed by the backlash. Speaking the following day at a Time event moderated by NBC Sports host Maria Taylor, she addressed the criticism directly. "One of my best skills is just blocking things out," she said. "The only opinions I really care about are the people I love, my teammates, my coaches, the people inside our locker room, the people I see every single day, and I know have my best interest at heart." Reaffirming her stance, Clark added, "I know what this league was about. It's only been around for 25 plus years. And so I know there have been so many amazing Black women that have been in this league. Continuing to uplift them is very important, and that's something I'm very aware of." Her words reflect an ongoing conversation about the WNBA's roots and the systemic inequalities that exist in the wider sports world. Black athletes have been the backbone of the league, shaping its style, culture, and identity. But as Clark pointed out, there is often an imbalance in how these players are celebrated and supported compared to their white counterparts. By speaking out, she has reignited a dialogue many consider long overdue. And if her comments on privilege weren't enough to make headlines, Clark also touched on another hot topic: her rumored rivalry with fellow WNBA star Angel Reese. The two have been pitted against each other in media narratives, but Clark set the record straight. "I don't get that at all," she told Time. "We're not best friends by any means, but we're very respectful of one another. Yes, we have had tremendous battles, but when have I ever guarded her? And when has she guarded me?" This blend of controversy, candor, and complexity makes Clark an undeniably fascinating figure in the sports world today. She's not just dominating on the court, she's igniting conversations that reach far beyond it. Whether you see her as brave, polarizing, or both, there's no denying Caitlin Clark is a player who's using her platform to make waves. And what did Sheryl Swoopes have to say about Clark being named Times Athlete of the Year? Well, let's just say it wasn't exactly glowing praise.
Criteria, is it based off of her performance?
The Basketball Hall of Famer and part-time panelist on Gil's Arena weighed in during a live episode the same day the news broke. "I'm not surprised," Swoopes began, before adding, "but I'm curious to know who the other candidates were. The fact that she's the first WNBA player to win this is pretty special." Swoopes acknowledged Clark's incredible year. Her Rookie of the Year season saw her averaging 19.2 points, 8.4 assists, and 5.7 rebounds per game, breaking multiple WNBA rookie records. However, she posed a key question. Is this award based on her performance on the court, or is it about the impact she had on the game this season? It's a fair question. Clark, alongside fellow rookies like Angel Reese, drew new eyes to the WNBA, becoming a central figure in the league's marketing and fan engagement strategies. But Swoopes suggested other names she felt were deserving of the honor too, including Las Vegas Aces MVP A'ja Wilson, Olympians Simone Biles and Katie Ledecky, and even LeBron James. This isn't the first time Swoopes has been critical of Clark. After the rookie shattered the NCAA all-time scoring record, Swoopes dismissed the feat as benefiting from a COVID-19 eligibility extension, though Clark didn't even use the extra season. The backlash fractured Swoopes' long-standing friendship with WNBA icon Nancy Lieberman. "You can have your opinion, but you have to get the stats right," Lieberman later said, revealing their relationship had since soured. For her part, Clark is letting her game do the talking. The Indiana Fever star delivered an electric season, breaking records, sinking 122 three-pointers, and dazzling fans with her court vision. But her impact wasn't just in the numbers. Her ability to connect with fans and elevate the WNBA's visibility has made her a once-in-a-generation athlete. Still, Swoopes' questions linger. Was this honor purely about stats, or does it reflect a broader cultural moment? Either way, Clark's name is now cemented in sports history, sparking both admiration and debate, a combination that ensures her rookie year will be remembered for far more than just the numbers. And now, a sneak peek at what Caitlin Clark has planned for the future. In a recent interview, Clark revealed she's got some big ideas for life after hoops. "Hopefully, when basketball ends, I can still find things I'm really passionate about," she said. "Maybe own a sports team one day, or open a restaurant. Something fun, a little less stressful. Maybe even a coffee shop. I drink too much coffee anyway." Don't mistake this for idle talk. Clark's already making moves. She recently joined an investment group bidding to bring a National Women's Soccer League, NWSL, team to Cincinnati. The deal, led by FC Cincinnati's owner, could cost up to $100 million, and Clark's involvement shows she's serious about leaving her mark in the sports world off the court too. While her coffee shop dreams haven't materialized yet, Clark is proving she's more than just a player. She's a visionary. But for now, basketball remains the focus. With just a few months before her sophomore season starts in May, Clark is gearing up for what's expected to be another incredible year. She's only 22, but whether she's dishing out assists or plotting her next big move, Caitlin Clark is already showing the world she's built for greatness, on and off the court. That's all for today on the whirlwind story of Caitlin Clark and everything surrounding her incredible rise in the WNBA. From the accolades to the controversy, there's no doubt this young star is making her mark. Whether it's about her perspective on women's basketball, her plans for the future, or her latest thoughts on race and privilege, Caitlin Clark is always sparking conversation. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and stay tuned for more updates on Caitlin Clark news. You don't want to miss out on what's next from the Indiana Fever star as she continues to dominate the court and beyond.